Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are in the world. So what do we do? 3, 2, 1. Oh. Beam me up, my juicy little lats. Thank you, little lats, you're delicious and bright. Okay, so much love to you all, my delicious little babies. Now then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by. And I hope that you too, okay, are having a super duper and delicious time wherever you are in the world, okay? Now then, the weather in our neck of the woods in the old UK, well, it's dry, okay? Just very little wind, okay, my delicious little babies. And the sun has got his hat on, hip, 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 hooray. So, of course, when the sun's out, we're all super duper deliciously happy, okay? Now then, if you do happen to enjoy my video today, if you could please click on the like. For others of you, please feel free to subscribe. And for others of you, well, please feel free to leave a comment. It's always welcomed, and please and thank you. Now then, so we're going to kick this one off. So we've got, if you could please tap into the old space bar in YouTube. It's Dr. John Campbell, okay? He has 2.79 million subscribers, okay? So he's rather large, okay? And the video that you're looking for, so like I said, it's Dr. John Campbell on YouTube, okay, is European concern, okay, my delicious baby. So it seems, okay, that there are rather a large number now who are very concerned with, well, you know, to do with the World Health Organization and, you know, to do with, because Dr. John Campbell is covering a lot of this. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. But there seems to be rather a lot now who are getting most concerned about the, well, you know, what the WHO, the World Health Organization, you know, what they want to do to everybody. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious babies? You know, like sort of just make up flipping pandemics and all this shit. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious babies? Yes. Anyway, but it's only a short video. It's not very long, my delicious babies. But yes, it does seem that there's a lot of concern, and now this is European and everything like this. Okay, my delicious babies. So yeah, it's well worth a listen to, my delicious little babies. Yes, I mean, there's a lot of concern. I mean, we've had Andrew Bridging in our neck of the woods in the old UK. Well, he's been speaking out about this as well. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, and of course, you know, that got him, you know, well, it got him expelled, didn't it? You know, like, you've been a naughty boy. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, but anyway, he's joined another, so it's just my, my lovely neighbour across the road. Sorry, I do get distracted now, delicious babies. Yeah, but he's joined another party, hasn't he, Andrew Bridging? Yeah. So, you know, when we're looking at all of this, well, it just seems that, you know, they just want to, it's like they just want to control everything, don't they? Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes. Anyway, so, well, we've got that situation. So that one's been ticked off for Dr. John Campbell. Now, the next one is, now I've been mentioning this actually, which I have. I've mentioned this trial sat news, okay? So it's trial sat, it's 2 words, you know, into one, okay? But it's sat as in S-I-T-E, and it's trial sat news, okay, my delicious babies. Now then, this one here has 144,000 subscribers, so we're going to tick this one off. And again, this is on YouTube, my delicious little babies, okay? So if you could please type it into the old space bar in YouTube, and the video that you're looking for is it's called atrial, okay, fibrillation, okay, cases. So it's atrial fibrillation cases skyrocket in the UK. Okay, my delicious little babies. 1 in 45 now live with this condition. Okay. Now, again, this is not a long video either. Now, I've been talking about this because, like, sometimes when I've been doing my videos, I've been seeing the British Heart Foundation, their large vans. Do you know what I mean? Because, you see, here's what I've got to say about all of this, my delicious little babies, right? Now, as we very well know, okay, yes, there has been, there has been a lot who very sadly have taken the old jab, jibber jab, okay? Now, sometimes what happens is, I've been hearing cases like this now for months and months and months and months and months, okay? But sometimes something happens quickly, shall we say, okay? So whether somebody's very sadly been harmed by this old jab, jibber jab. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So, they could have a number of things wrong, One of the most common, which was at the start of this old chat, was Bell's palsy, okay? But for others, well, they've been having, heart attacks, basically. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So ones really have to ask themselves a very serious question here, my delicious little babies, and that is that what I'm really not getting here, and this is the truth now, my delicious little babies, okay? What I'm really just not getting here, please ignore my phone, I'll get back to them shortly. Sorry about that. Is how nobody's joining the dots up. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes. So things, it appears, are happening at different times, if you know what I'm saying. Yes. So what this trial site news is talking about is to do with, and heart problems and everything in the UK. Okay. I mean, to be quite honest with you, my delicious little babies, I've been hearing rather a lot, actually, to be quite honest with you. I mean, usually there's not a day that goes by without hearing that somebody's had, God bless, a heart attack, or somebody's got another large one at the moment, seems to be cancer. Okay, I've been hearing about a lot of that in the older UK as well. My delicious little babies. But you see how they've done it and how the putrid governments have done this, okay, is that that's why at the start of all of this chat, right, they were saying, oh yes, if you're, say, I don't know, I'm just giving an example now, say if you're 50 and then, or you're 30, do you see what I'm saying, to come in and get, your old jab, jibber jab. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. Well, they did that by design. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So that nobody would be able to work it out. There we are. That's how they did that. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? That's why you're hearing like some. And this is going on globally, by the way, my delicious little babies. It's going on globally. Do you see what I'm saying? So, somebody may not fall ill for, I don't know, 2 years after having the old jab, jibber jabs, and others, it happens a lot quicker, very sadly. Well, it's just very sad all across the board, actually. Do you know what I mean? But this trial site news, they talk about, all different things. So it's not just in the UK. Do you know what I mean? It's in other parts of the the world as well. Do you know what I mean? But again, it's well worth a listen to. Do you know what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, all it is, it's just to keep everybody updated, yes. But yeah, this is what they've done, the putrid governments, and of course, you know, and if you speak out, do you see they're not a liking? Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. So yeah, so Dr. John Campbell and Trial Sad News, you know, they're worth listening to. Okay, my delicious little babies, but very sadly, and you know, I do not like to be the bearer of bad news, my delicious little babies, but very sadly, and this is a fact of what's going on. Okay, my delicious little babies, we're going to be hearing, there we are, a lot more. Very sadly, okay? But like I said, it's all happening at different times. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is why, you know, others, when they do fall poorly, very sadly, okay, they're simply, God bless them, they're simply just not connecting it to this jab, 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 jib, jab. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? Whether or not it's, in some cases, they genuinely feel that this is nothing to do with an experimental poison, okay? That they genuinely feel that it's nothing to do with that at all. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, but others, I genuinely feel, God bless them, that they appear to be in rather denial about all of this. There we are. Do you see? It's like they're just, you know, when somebody's being conned, sometimes it's just, you know, it's just not good, is it? Do you see what I'm saying to you? So what it is, they do not want to accept, you know, in their old noddle, that this has taken place. Do you see? So there we go. Do you see? So, you know, but we're going to be hearing an awful lot more. Yes. And I wouldn't mind, but that flipping British Heart Foundation, right? Well, I mean, and that man on Trial Sad News is absolutely flipping correct there. Do you know what I mean? It's like they do not want to discuss these things. Do you see what I'm saying? And not only that, but they've got different shops. Oh, got an itchy chin. They've got shops, you know, in different places, and of course, you know, you have those, you know, who are kind, you know, and they want to donate. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, and then of course, you know, these large vans go out to go and collect, you know, could be anything, chest of drawers, could be sofas and things like this. Yes. But the greedy little hogs as well, because what they do, they actually put, say, a surfer, you know, in the window of the shop, okay? And I mean, for goodness sake, you could go to another outlet and get a brand new flipping surfer cheaper than a flipping British Heart Foundation. The flipping rob dog, you know, I don't know that word dogs, but the flipping rob dogs. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, and this is why I say, which I do, I say to as many as I can, I said, do not give them anything. You know, if you've got a friend, if you've got family or something, yes, or even in some cases, you know, if something's very usable, put it outside for somebody else to take that, you know, will really appreciate it. Do you know what I mean? Because it seems very much to me like the British Heart Foundation and there's other charities where what it is that they're just there for the ka-ching, but they're not wanting to help the situation. Do you see what I'm saying, delicious little babies? That's exactly as I see it. I mean, I do my utmost if I have anything that I give. I mean, I've just given actually a pair of trainers brand new and 3 brand new pairs of shoes. I've given them away to somebody and they were absolutely so thrilled and delighted. Do you see what I mean? But I would rather do that, and I've been saying this over the months on my videos, I'd rather do that than give them anything, because I was long time seeing what they were doing. There we are. Just flipping robbing everybody. Just let me please have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. So that's what they've been doing, you say. Do you see? They've been doing it a long time, for years. You see? It's just like, you know, I mean, God bless, you know, anybody who has suffered heart attacks or cancer or anything like that, okay? But the part, again, that I do not quite get, I mean, to call me thick or illiterate, I do not believe that I'm either. But, you know, it's like these charities, isn't it, you know, with the cancer. And they say, oh, we're still looking for a cure, we're still looking for a cure. And yet you got those who go out, God bless them, you know, they could have very sadly lost a dear loved one through cancer, okay? And then, of course, you know, they want to raise ka-ching for, do you know what I mean, for charity and things like this. But really, the fact is, the cure for cancer has been around for a long time. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So, again, that's the part that I just do not get. How, but again, I genuinely feel that this is the level of brainwashing. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, if you give to this charity, you give to... Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? This has been going on a long time. I know exactly what I'm saying here. Do you see? It's just another way, okay, of them... the way I feel about this is just, you know, robbing the poor, you know, in any which way they can. And it's like, if ever you see like a, but God bless anybody who very sadly has passed away to cancer or heart attacks or other health conditions, God love them all. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, but I just feel that others out there, they need to, I mean, I cannot tell anybody what to do, but it's a good piece of advice. Just do not give to these charities. It's like, you know, when they say it's a charity and it's a not for profit, sorry. Well, non-profit. So if that's the case, then why are they doing it? Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, to me, it's common sense. I see all of this as common sense. You see? So the best advice is just not to give to these charities. That really, you see, if everybody was just to do that, yes, well, it would put an end to this. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, but you know, to keep giving, because who's benefiting from it? I mean, and another thing I just wanted to say, that's just come into my old noddle. There is actually rather a lot of charities that, you know, and the ones that really need the help as well, but they've been shut down. Do you know what I mean? Where it could be families and, you know, they've got little young bands, or do you know what I mean? Who've got, oh, God bless them, you know, terrible health conditions. Do you know what I mean? But they do not seem to, it seemed to me, get even a look in. The ones are the giants, like the cancer research, the heart research and all that. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, but if others just stopped giving to them, that's a simple solution. There we are. My delicious little babies, just stop giving. I mean, I put another pair of shoes. It's only been worn once because I went out somewhere and put them in a lovely bag. And I mean, and the next morning they were gone. Do you see what I'm saying? There's always going to be somebody, right, who will value. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. I mean, it's like even on my road and other roads, if somebody's put a decent surfer or anything out, you know, you'll have somebody who doesn't have a lot and they'll get somebody to help and take it away. I think that's far better than giving to these giants. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, just be kind, just give it away. That's what I say, really. Do you know what I mean? But just, it's all a case of just stop feeding them, these giants. Do you see? But again, I just do not understand how others, I'm not talking about everybody, my delicious little babies, but I'm just on about somehow they just they just do not know, God bless them, how to connect things in their noddle. What a terrible shame that is, my delicious little babies. Okay. Anyway, and this final one. So, I mean, I know I've gone on a bit about this, but it just, I'm just going to be honest, it flipping pees me off and it angers me. Do you know what I mean? Because they know what they're doing, and then they play on if somebody has lost a dear loved one through, you know, a disease. Do you know what I mean? And they play on it, and they know that for most they're going to go, oh yeah, you know, there's a quid, there's a pound. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Or, you know, they raise loads of ka-ching. Do you see what I'm saying? Just hand it straight over. It's ka-ching for nothing, isn't it? That's the way I see it, my delicious little babies. So they're not having to do any work at all, are they? Do you see? So to me, it's one big con, the whole lot, and it disgusts me. And it disgusts me that I see those poor dear little souls out there. Do you understand what I mean? And because they're feeling so vulnerable, you know, after losing a dear loved one, or for some, if they've been getting over their diseases, their illnesses themselves. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, so what happens is they're more open just to give the ka-ching. Do you see what I'm saying? It's just so sad, you know, but I'm not mean at all. I'd just rather give it to somebody who I know, whether it could be anything, clothes, shoes, trainers, bags, could be anything. I've given so much away. I have, honestly. I really have, you know, my delicious little babies. Doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I get offered, they say, oh, do you want me to give you a bit of ka-ching for it? I say, no. Just please have. You know, because 9 times out of 10, I know it's all going to a good home. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So it doesn't bother me at all. But I do everything in my power not to give to these shops. That's right. That's what I do. And I do not see that as being mean. I see it as being very fair, actually. But like I said, if more was just to do the same, well, where can they go with this? They'd have to shut shop, wouldn't they? My delicious little babies, okay? And we just got flipping, you know, you can walk down a high street, right? And what do we see? Charity shop, charity shop, charity shop. Do you know what I mean? You could get to flipping, where is it, Asda, go and pick up a T-shirt for £1.50, you know, for these little young bairns, you know, for families. In the flipping charity shop, a second-hand T-shirt, and it'll cost you a flipping £5. Do you see what I'm saying to you? I'm just hoping, my delicious little babies, that you can see what I'm talking about. Do you see what I'm saying? So how does that work then? A brand new T-shirt for £1.50, and in a charity shop, second hand, a £5. Can you see the greed here, my delicious little babies? Yes? Okay. That's all I wanted to say to do with that. Anyway, I'm not going to keep rambling on any more about that. I feel that I've got my point across very clearly. Now then, finally, this is on YouTube as well, okay? And if you was to please tap into the old space bar, Danny, D-A-N-N-Y, Tomo, T-O-M-M-O. So it's Danny Tomo, okay, my delicious little babies. Now, he has this uploader, 38.3 thousand subscribers, okay, so we're going to tick this one off as well. Okay, now then, the video that you're looking for, okay, it's not long gone up actually, okay, it's called Silenced by Tommy Robinson, okay, so it's Silenced, that's the video that you're looking for, my delicious little baby. So you just type into the old space bar, please, and thank you, Danny Tomo, and then the video that you're looking for is Silenced by Tommy Robinson, okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, well, you see, what our Tommy, not in that way, what our Tommy, Rock On Tommy, okay, what he's talking about here, okay, is, well, he's talking about, you know, the media and how, so I'm going to close my book, okay? He's talking about how the media, you know, they only give out information, you know, that that they want you to know, you know, then they keep other things away from the public. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. Now, actually, I must be honest, I'm only a quarter of a way through this video at the moment, but I wanted to say it, okay? Now, Tommy Robinson, you know, I like, not in that way, I like Tommy Robinson. He's gone through so much shat. There we are. He flipping has, you know, him and his family, God bless. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, all he's ever done is tell the truth. It's just, you know, just to tell the truth. And this is a problem that we got, you see. So, you know, any journalists who are, you know, who like to tell the truth, well, they're usually silenced in one way or another. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes. And then, of course, the ones who are quite happy just to, you know, talk shat and just laugh for a living. Do you see what I mean? They're the ones that you see on the box in the corner of the room. Do you see what I mean? Like, there is two, actually, and I do agree with this with Tommy. You've got, what is it now? You've got, what's his name? That flipping Jeremy Van. And you've got Piers Morgan. Okay? Well, them pair, and I'll be very honest with you, my delicious babies, I flipping cannot stand them, either of them men. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? And they certainly like the sound of their own voice. Do you know what I mean? And it just seems to me as well that I've noticed something, that when these two flipping plebs, you know, when they, please excuse me, when they interview some, it's almost as if, for some who have been interviewed by these, that for some reason they just have terrible bad luck. I don't know if any of you have noticed, my delicious little babies, but I have. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Yes? But of course, you know, them two plebs, you know, they just flipping laugh for a living. Do you see what I mean? Yes? And look at the start of the old pandemic with that Piers Morgan. And the way he was flipping carrying on. Do you know what I'm saying? See, I just do not forget, my delicious little babies. I do not forget the lies that they threw out. Do you see? Because look what we got now flipping globally. Do you see what I'm saying, my delicious little babies? And that's all because they were lying. The lies. Do you see? Just roll off their tongue. Do you see? But yes, but I started to watch it. Like I said, I was a quarter of a way through and I'm going to watch the rest of it, okay? But I've just got to go out shortly, okay? But, you know, the fact is that, yes, when Tommy bangs out videos, you know, usually flipping damn good flipping videos, but he just tells us the truth, you know, and, you know, what he's saying is the flipping damn well truth anyway. You know, we've got the box in the corner of the room controlled. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, if you actually look at it, everything's controlled. I mean, look at YouTube, look at BitChute, look at Rumble, look at Odyssey, look at Locals. Look at, if you take a look at all of them, brand new tube, you know, you take a look at all of them. I mean, if you really look at it, everything's controlled, isn't it? But it's just such a shame that, you know, that we just do not have what I would call very honest journalists. I mean, the ones who I advertise, my delicious babies. I'm only speaking for myself, right? But they give out, God bless them all, they give out as much, there we are, truth as possible. Yes, they do, okay? And of course, you know, God bless them all, you know, to the best of their knowledge. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But, you know, I just feel that to get good journalists these days is very few and far between, my delicious little babies, because like I've just said, and I'll repeat it again, anyone who's honest and just wants to do their job properly and tell the truth, well, for some reason, others seem to find a way to shut them up. I've just seen a lad actually walk down the road with his mother wearing a big muzzle. Flipping crackers. Absolutely flipping crackers. Do you see? I just cannot understand sometimes the flipping mentality. And why isn't his mum? Because, you know, sometimes you see him with his mum and dad. Why isn't his mum or dad? Why aren't they saying, you know, listen, son, you do not need to wear the old muzzle. Do you see what I'm saying? But again, this is what we have to look at, flipping brainwashed. I mean, I'm still seeing it now, and I'm going to keep going on about it. In the cars, wearing a flipping muzzle, flipping crackers. That's just the way I see it. It's just a level of brainwashing. Do you see? I said before and I say it again. Nobody's going to flipping muzzle me. Do you know what I mean? I never came into this world to cover me flipping me mouth up, me gob. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Not a chance. Anyway, so that's that. So yeah, so just some little videos, my delicious babies, just to take a look at. Now, the one with Tommy Robinson, okay, that is over an hour long. So it is a pretty long video, but like I just said, you know, I'm going to look at the rest of it, okay? It's not very often. Usually I'll look at a video all the way through. The reason why I've done it this way is because I've got to pop out. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, so I just wanted to get my video out. Do you know what I mean? As quickly as possible, okay? I mean, I may do another little one later because I've got my beautiful and dear little friend Kaz coming today. Do you know what I mean? So we might just bang out just one more video. Do you know what I mean? Oh, and I just put a song up yesterday evening as well. It's called the Old Rugged Cross. And of course, in our UK, it's usually played a lot, you know, in the funeral services. Well, I've known it, okay, usually the Catholic, okay, but for some reason that came into my old noddle yesterday evening. So I asked the girls, oh, God bless them, if they could, you know, put the music up for me. Do you know what I mean? It's the words. Do you know what I'm saying to my delicious babies? Yes. You know, because we've got so many things that are going on in the world right now. Do you know what I mean? But for any of you, it's a beautiful song to listen to. And all you'd have to do is just type it into old YouTube, you know, and just, you know, the Old Rugged Cross with lyrics. Do you see what I mean? Then you'd be able to see the wording. And that's a reason why I put it up. Yes, okay. Anyway, so that's my video. So yes, I haven't been hearing about our Tommy, Rock on Tommy Robinson of late. So I do not know, because I do not go on TikTok anymore. I haven't been on there for, oh gosh, I do not know how long. So he could be on there, I suppose, or maybe he could be on Twitter as well. I don't know. But because of course, you know, with that Twitter changing hands. Do you see what I mean? Yes, it's like everybody's, you know, likes to go on old Twitter, don't they? Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to watch the rest of that later. That's, you know, Tommy's documentary. Do you know what I mean? Because I do think he's interesting, and he tells the truth. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, he's not a racist, he's not prejudiced, he's not anything. All it is, he just wants to speak the truth. That's it. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? But of course, he got such awful flipping publicity. It was just unreal. I mean, the things that himself, God bless him, and God bless his dear little family, what they went through. I mean, he lost a lot, you know. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but when I started watching that video, I thought, yeah, this is going to be a flipping really good video. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, yes. So it's just 3 videos just to, you know, take a listen to. please and thank you, my little lovelies. You know, if you have any spare time in your weekend, my delicious little babies, okay? So my lights are going to come off now because I've got to go out, okay? So, yeah, so until my next video, my delicious little babies, okay? It's all right sometimes, these lights, because these are like more wire, if you know what I mean, whereas my other ones, but sometimes they get a bit caught, you know, in your clothes and everything anyway. So yeah, so just some little videos for you just to take a listen to, my delicious little babies. Do you know what I mean? It's just to keep yourself up to date with things. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. But I just wouldn't, just to end on this, I believe charity begins at home. So please, if you have anything, clothes, shoes, trainers, anything, do you know what I mean? You know, I don't know, for the men, trousers, jeans, anything like that, please just pass them on, you know, pass them on to somebody who you know. Do you see what I mean? Somebody who's going to appreciate it, instead of feeding these flipping charities. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Yes, because let me tell you, they're not very flipping charitable, are they? Anyway, so please continue to lift the vibration, okay? You need to be able to smile at least once a day, okay? Because if you smile once a day, you keep the doctor away, okay? I just like things to rhyme, I do, okay? And please give a pat on the back, a shake of the old hand to some family, some friends, or some work colleagues, and please tell them that they're super duper wonderful, super duper juicy, and super duper delish, and that you love them so, okay? And please continue to feel the love, okay? So until my next video, thank you so very much for even taking the time to listen to my video, okay? Or any of my videos, okay? And God bless you all. So much love. Have a beautiful morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world. You only get one life, okay? So please try and find a way to enjoy it, okay? So you take care. God bless. Much love. Thank you. Bye-bye.